We've just seen a range of different ways that web servers can be insecurely configured. And clearly, one of the first things you want to be doing is ensuring that the environment is actually configured for production purposes. So we looked at internal leakage, showing those internal exceptions, having log files exposed, having backups exposed. None of that should be happening in a production system. The same with debug settings. We saw Patreon and the Webservers library. That is a serious oversight, and that shouldn't be happening anywhere that has access to production data. Access controls was another good example. We saw how many sites are open to anonymous FTP access, and just how easy it is to find them as well. So reviewing access controls and applying that principle of least privilege, including to things like file shares behind the firewall, is an absolutely essential step. I also talked about SSL, and particularly making sure that the SSL configuration, and again, that's the very colloquial term because we don't want SSL the protocol, we want TLS, but ensuring that that implementation of HTTPS is resilient to today's risks. So that means no more SSL version 3, no more RC4 or SHA-1. All of those might have been suitable yesterday, but they are not acceptable today. And finally, those default configurations. There'll be many cases where they can simply be strengthened. They're not necessarily terribly bad out of the box, but they could be stronger, like those excessive response headers. But in other cases, such as where we have default passwords, that could actually be a serious security vulnerability as soon as you plug the device in. So do review those default configurations and make sure that they're as strong as they can possibly be, because you may well find that what you get direct from the manufacturer is not ideal. So that's web server misconfiguration. Let's now move on and take a look at the next module on managing and hardening web servers.